Mass Effect 3! Woo! See if we can wrap up this quest and then keep going with the main story stuff. Happy to finally get back into it. Cool. Okay. Who else do we need to go talk to?
What can I get for you?
Look at this guy. He's rocking it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She's like, oh my god, I can't do it. I can't deal with it.
Live Baron race starts in 5 minutes. Place your bets.
Hey, pretty nice game you've got going.
Yeah, whatever. Thanks, man.
So what's your trick? That's more than 2,500 credits you got there. Gotta be a trick to it.
No tricks. Just lucky.
Hey, how's Shorely treating you?
Good. The
Good.
break is next. We've been fighting Reaper control.
No access. Beat it.
Am I not the right way?
At the roulette table tonight.
Yeah, it's going the right way.
Please do not touch the waterfall.
I will drink the waterfall.
No hustlers at my table.
I don't know where the exit is.
Of our proceeds.
Move! I'm a specter. Move!
I tell you what.
People are expectoring me. Ah.
Welcome to Silver Coast Casino.
So can we expect more Elmore Shakespeare from you?
What's in here?
Welcome to Castle Arcade.
Ooh. Fancy.
Nice punch! Don't stop now! Nice punch! You're doing great!
I did it!
Nice punch! Don't stop now! You can do better than that!
Oh, weird. I thought I blocked.
Nice punch! Lock down! You're doing great!
You say so. I'm losing this one.
This isn't looking good! Nice punch! Game over! Congratulations! That's a new high score!
Thank you. I did it.
I think this one's broken.
You go first. All right. Your move.
Interesting. I've watched some of your other matches.
Stay out of trouble.
I'm not sure where to go. You tell me to invite people to the birthday party and stuff, but it's like they're not like Usually give me markers and stuff, you know.
Good evening.
Oh my god, I could have come through this the whole time. Ugh. Of course. The more you know.
Sorry, monastery. Zion.
Ooh, what a bed.
You have received a new message.
Commander, I see you have purchased the necessary party supplies. When you are ready, you can send invitations from your private terminal.
Cool. Let's go do that. Spare to Miranda again. Purgatory. Go see Liara. Invite all.
What sort of party are you hoping to have tonight, Commander? I could set things up for quiet conversation, or would you prefer a more energetic evening?
Let's keep things relaxed.
Certainly, Commander. I'll ensure music remains at an appropriate volume and arrange for some refreshments. I will also modify my appearance to be more festive.
Festive glyph? Heck yeah.
Hey, come on in. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for the invite.
Make yourselves at home.
Thank you.
Happy to be here, Shepard.
Nice ink. But you got a long way to go to catch up.
Nah, I just got this when I lost my squad a few years ago. Hey, what's the story behind that? And how far down does it go?
Tactful, as always.
What? I'm just wondering. I like tattoos.
We pushed the button. Job well done.
Hey, Shepard. You gonna have a drink?
Sure. How's everyone doing?
Great so far. This is really nice.
It's great.
Quiet.
After the excitement of the mission, it's a good quiet, right?
But if it got a little crazier, I'd be okay with that.
Relax. The night is young. I like it like this.
You got it, boss. I'm just happy to be kicking back.
He doesn't look more festive.
Can't get over
Oh, he's got a
the
bow
size of
tie.
this apartment. The electric bill alone could have paid for my college tuition.
Or funded the war.
Or made a nice down payment on one of those Atlas mechs. Always wanted one. So, Shepard, keeping the hard liquor under lock and key?
Otherwise, I'd have to drive you all home.
Are we sure the Normandy is still there? Has anyone else tried to steal it?
Stealing the Normandy. Now there's a
Wait, what? Who?
Trainer, you still have your toothbrush?
No worries. I'm sure Cerberus would be happy to build us the SR3. We've seen a lot of good times on the old girl.
That we have.
Some of you more than others. I'm just honored to have squeaked in.
To the Normandy.
This is nice. I don't spend much time with everyone like this. As friends, I'm glad we could do this.
Hi. I'm trying to socialize. I'm not particularly good at it.
Not much for big parties?
Well, if I know people, sure. But some of your friends are legends. I can't just ask if they've tried the hummus.
You know why Cerberus is gonna lose? Demographics. You recruit a guy who's 20 and got no life, he'll work his ass off for the cause. But do you see any old people in Cerberus? Any family? You know, I miss the days when Cerberus was just hilariously incompetent.
What specific time period are you referring to, Jeff?
Hey, Commander, this is Cerberus. We were studying some Rachni, and they got loose and killed all our guys. Can you take care of that?
They did rack up quite a body count. At least back then, it was usually their own bodies.
True. However, Cerberus did successfully revive Shepard from a near-death state.
And after taking down the Collectors, I cut ties with Cerberus, got loose, and started killing all their guys.
For which we thank you.
Jeff, do you remember that I am also a Cerberus project?
Oh, crap.
You people watching tonight, Edie?
Participant observation.
That sounds less friendly.
It's actually quite the opposite.
Hey, Commander. Weird to see everybody here together.
You think?
Well, weird, but good. Nice to know it's not always arm wrestling Reapers with us. Anyway, thanks for putting it together. I'll try not to be too embarrassing.
Nope, another group.
Prothean gatherings were nothing like this. We considered the future and respected the dead. Yeah. So who is strongest, you or the tank brain?
What'd I miss?
The Prothean here wants to know who would win in a fight between me and Rex.
That's a good question.
No, it isn't. Baby Pyjak here wouldn't stand a chance.
Don't listen to this fossil. The only thing he could defeat is a glass of warm milk.
Ha! I got head lice bigger than you, Junior.
They Krogan talk a lot, don't they?
Let's keep it that way. I'd rather not buy new furniture.
In my cycle, too many people in one room risk a high casualty rate if attacked. We should all be careful.
Reminds me of Cora's den. Haven't been back there in a while. I wonder if there's anything stronger behind the bar. Too many things to break in here. Could be a fun party.
50,000 years from now, no one will remember this party. What is the point?
What kind of music is this?
Your guests appear to be enjoying this relaxed atmosphere. Would you like me to keep everything at its current intensity?
I think it's time to turn things up a bit.
I will arrange for up-tempo music and additional cocktails right away, Commander.
Worst planet to get shot down over? We're talking pre-war?
Pre-war, life-bearing worlds only.
I'm going with Tarith. Garden World, yes, but it's got those chlorine swamps.
I will see your Tarith and raise you Azoria, home of toxic spores and athlete's lung.
Neither of you'd last a day on Tuchanka. And Tuchanka supports life.
I think you meant to say consumes.
That's the point. It's got critters that'll rip your guts out.
Well, assuming it's a crash in a Kodiak, I'll have my arms locked. Bring on the wildlife.
Hey guys, duck shop.
No worries, this is fun for us. So, you don't have a sidearm under your pilot's chair?
The weapons locker is on the bridge, practically right there.
A weapon you can't get to is no weapon at all. When's the last time you trained with a handgun?
Sometime before I got the ass-kicking robot as my co-pilot.
That's no good. What if you have to save Edie someday?
Unacceptable. You should always train. Pilots are warriors too.
You know what this is? It's a mad emergency. Take this kid out back and make him do target practice.
Exactly. Some range time will fix you up. Right, Commander?
You are not taking me shooting. My testosterone levels are plenty high. I fly a deadly war machine, remember?
Joker, I'm surprised at you. What about the collector attack? The bridge can get dangerous.
Hey, they totally proved my point. If I'd fired off a shot then, I would have been mobbed. The real weapon is your brain. Take that away, you got nothing.
Still would have been nice to have a little backup at the sushi bar.
You know, there's a combat simulator on the Citadel.
Hell no. Maybe a shooting range if we're not letting this go. Maybe. But not while I'm wasted. Or hungover.
Hungover is the perfect time to train. Makes you angry at every loud noise.
Cortez, you're on. If you're in condition to take me there, you can. But tonight, you gotta match me shot for shot.
Pizza? Pizza? Hey, you pizza? Okay, you want pizza? That is not what I meant.
Absolutely. Biotics are impressive. I'm not saying they aren't.
You're just saying that they're not that impressive.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying. Oh, shit.
No.
Hey, what's going on here? Everyone playing nice?
Of course, Shepard. James was just explaining how physical conditioning trumps biotics.
Really? You going there, James?
Commander, just listen. Biotics are strong, but unpredictable. All that cooling down.
I don't cool down, big guy.
A person can improve their physique, but biotics, they are what they are. And what about our poor friends stuck with flawed implants?
Wait, what? You're not talking about me, are you? I mean, I may be L2, but I've worked very hard. And now I can read.
Really? Huh.
That's a bit strange.
Okay, maybe it's not conditioning exactly. Maybe it's just the condition of one James Vega. Right, Jack? Hey, Liara? Check it out. This guy here never has to cool down. In fact, the hotter, the better.
Wait, we're still talking about combat, right?
James.
I keep getting distracted.
James, this is a no-brainer. Biotics win, hands down. We're talking about harnessing dark energy here.
Yeah, I hear you.
Look around you. That had to be an argument you couldn't win.
Dumbass.
Yeah, well, you win some, you lose some.
Okay. More drinks? Snacks? Help yourselves.
Good to see you.
Hey, need me to do anything? Food run, change the music, check on ice.
I need you to relax and have a good time.
Okay, you're the boss. Hey, maybe I'll cook something.
Caden, just relax.
I heard there's a big party in there. Can we come in?
No, you can't. Go away.
How's it going over here?
You can't come in. It's going good.
I see that. Anyone interesting trying to get in?
Not really. No. Get lost. No.
Can I try that?
Sure. Press this button and say no.
No.
Great work.
Oh, good. Thanks.
No. See? Easy.
Keep up the good work.
Will do. I told you already. No. Yes, I like pie. And no, you can't come in.
Who are we missing?
You're in for a rough time, Moreau. Vega and I?
You again.
Specialist trainer, may I ask you a question?
You could ask me anything, Edie.
When you believed Reed to be a simple VI,
What's wrong, you dude?
I am asking Specialist Trainer about why she found my voice sexually attractive. On one occasion, you said that you wanted to, quote, pin my voice against the wall and run your tongue along its collarbone.
Well, there's a context there that you were talking about quantum entanglement, and I didn't know you were an AI. Anyway, I was just joking. You know, stress of the retrofits and...
Really? My diagnostics suggested that you were genuinely aroused.
You have diagnostics. Cerberus programmed you to check body language.
I get more reliable results measuring pupil dilation and thermal readings of erogenous zones.
Oh, good lord.
Fair is fair, trainer. Edie has a right to ask about what you said.
I was very interested in Trainer's ability to develop sexual feelings for what was, at the time, a bodiless voice.
You are all terrible. Edie, I apologize for saying that I wanted to roll naked with your voice in satin sheets.
Oh, I was not offended. In fact, it was flattering.
Even the part where I wanted to grab your voice by the hair and nibble my way down its back.
I do not, in fact, remember you saying that, Samantha.
Oh, that wasn't out loud. Never mind.
It's awkward.
Your guests appear to be enjoying themselves, Commander. What shall I do now?
Let's turn up the music and get some people dancing.
Very good.
Dance it up!
You've had little opportunity to use my bounce and spin functionality.
Bounce and spin. Of course, Jack's on the table.
You should bring out those moves more often, trainer.
You and I dancing at the same time? Too dangerous. Hell yeah!
Freaking Garrus.
Captain on deck.
It's very enthusiastic.
We should record this and broadcast it for the Reapers. They'll either run away, melt down, or fall in love.
Good to see some things don't change.
Well, I like it, Commander. It's good to see you cut loose now and then.
Thank you all for your loyalty and support.
Okay.
Jack,
Yes, Edie.
at social events like this, it is customary to dance with friends or loved ones. Would you dance with me?
It's gonna take a lot more than a polite request to make that happen, Edie.
I have recordings of you talking in your sleep that would make for a highly amusing extranet video.
Okay, that's cheating.
So we won't dance with you, huh?
Hello, Shepard. You will not.
Well, I will.
Seriously though, don't go there.
Well, then maybe you should dance with her.
Other people are dancing, Jeff.
Yes, they are. And I am sitting here enjoying my drink.
Joker,
No.
come on.
No.
Seriously?
Ugh. Fine.
Dancing during wartime wastes precious energy.
Krogan dances usually involve more headbutts and blood and no actual dancing.
What's going on over here?
Shepard! Found something to shoot.
Yeah, I can see that.
Don't worry. This happens at Krogan parties all the time.
And yet I'm still not comfortable. Probably best I walk away now.
As you wish.
Could not.
Could you? I could float you off this balcony without breaking a sweat.
Oh, I know you could, but do you have the
Shepard,
What's up?
just proving a point. I think James has a newfound respect for biotics.
You okay, James?
Yeah, this is trippy. I'm kind of buzzing all over.
Do you find it relaxing?
Kinda. Among other things.
You're being so gentle, Liara. Can I have a turn?
Careful. I need my full crew back when the night's over.
Okay, you've had your fun. Put me down now.
Come on, let's dance.
Dancing is often considered pleasurable, Jeff.
Well, not for me.
Perhaps you've just never found the right partner.
Hey, everyone. Come over here for a minute. Let's get a photo to remember this. Arrange yourselves on the sofa.
An excellent suggestion, Shepard.
Great idea. I want a copy.
Make way! Make way!
Thanks for coming, everyone. Here's to us. Ready, Glyph?
Of course. If you could all please direct your attention this way.
Okay. Everyone say Normandy.
Normandy!
It's a fun little mission. Good little breather before more missions.
Let's see if anyone else is up.
Sounds good. The bubbly going.
Is it time to rule the galaxy now? Kneel before Jack. I had a dream. 50,000 years had passed. It was horrible. I was alone. Primitives had evolved. They ruled the galaxy. Solarians, Turians, the Asari.
Did we, break anything last night? I don't suppose you need anything around here. Calibrated. Yeah, okay. Maybe I should just stop saying that word. But only if Liara stops saying, by the goddess.
Was someone making tea? I could use some tea.
Still got some stuff to do on the Citadel, though, with all the companions. Yeah, she's good to go.
Hey, you look like shit. You know the best part of an overcharged biotic amp? No hangovers.
I think I broke my head on something last night.
Okay, who wants eggs? Liara, eggs? Trainer. Esteban, eggs? Joker, where is that guy? Katie, here's some eggs to go with that coffee. Rex, buddy.
Oh, that was a great time.
Morning, Shepard. Hope you slept well.
Some neighbors came by last night to complain about the noise. I put their bodies in the building incinerator. That was a joke.
I hope so.
Been a while since I hit the hard stuff. About time.
Hey, Commander. Hell of a night.
Morning, Chef. You went all out with the breakfast supplies.
Alright. Back to missions and stuff.
Duty calls, huh? Even with a hangover?
There's still a war on.
Unless the Reapers are on shore leave too?
I'm guessing they're not. Round everyone up, pass out the aspirin, and have them report to the Normandy.
You got it. All right, game on.
At least we threw one hell of a party. Probably the last one.
Well, last one until you finish kicking the Reapers' asses, you mean? 'Cause that's the plan. Can't wait to see what the hell you make us do next. It's been a good ride.
That's a nice quest. Back on the Citadel. Got like 4 missions or something we gotta do. Let's see. Wish they had it as like all this companion stuff as quests. They'll need help and stuff, you know. We're here for Joker and Edie.
Sector status recognized. Please select a destination.
How's the head?
Good. Guess it's almost gone.
No, the problem is that our people are terrible at making war.
This place is so clean and squeaks. Anyhow, thanks for the drink. But why you driving me here?
Oh, there she is.
Curious. What material is your base made from?
The surface is a flexible biomimetic nanomaterial over a metallic skull. The skin uses shear thickening technology to help protect the central processing unit in the head. If the skin is struck or shot, it solidifies to absorb the impact. It also is capable of limited self-healing.
And what about the hair?
It is of similar construction. For defense, I have set it to cohere into a solid piece. However, for infiltration purposes, it can be parted into individual strands. If it has recently been exposed to water, I generally can't do a thing with it. If I'm not needed to answer an inquiry, I would like some time alone.
The one who sent me an email. And Leonardo also wants to meet up. So does Garrus. No, Miranda also wants to meet up too, so.
Can't believe how hard the doctors are working to keep that terrorism back. Get blasted by Cerberus.
Alright, so she's in, good. Okay, so they're showing on the map. So we can go to 3 real quick, talk to Caden. Also want to go to the Spectre's office.
Another Cerberus trap? Bomb or turret? How many?
These are control schematics for Cerberus turrets. Will these help?
Damn right they will. I'll have E-Crimes dig into them. Might even help us find the little presents Cerberus left for us. Thanks a lot. This is gonna save lives.
Auto record on. Scene contains large scorch marks.
You want my security vids? Bring me a warrant. You're stonewalling me? I heard those vids could be right under the warrant. I doubt the Reapers have agents.
We're at war. If you care about the safety of the Citadel, you'll help CSEC however you can.
Thank you. I have some high-profile customers. Word gets out that I'm ratting around the CSEC.
You think I care?
Surprised this place can still get supplies for a menu like this.
Maybe it's better if we don't ask how. Or where.
I'm glad we're taking the time to do this. I could use a sanity check.
Things have been pretty crazy.
You know, my life flashed in front of my eyes on Mars. And there weren't enough moments like this with people I care about.
Yeah. I think it's a good time for us to have a heart-to-heart. What are you drinking?
If you're trying to butter me up, it might take a nice steak sandwich, too.
So?
Shot of whiskey and a good old Canadian lager. Think they have it?
More likely to have Batarian shard wine.
At my parents' place in Vancouver, drank more than a few beers on their balcony, looking over English Bay. Yeah. Beautiful view. You know what, though? I feel good about our chances.
Yeah?
Yeah. Lets me sleep better at night.
You not sleeping, Caden?
Maybe a little restless. It's just, you plan a career, you focus, and then suddenly the world's ending and it's too late to find someone.
Someone?
Yeah, someone. Someone strong and confident. Someone I admire and respect and enjoy being with. Someone handsome. Taller, I know. But I don't really have to look far. Shepard. That's what I want. What do you want?
I'm sorry, Caden, but we should just keep it professional.
Sure thing, no problem. I understand. But, okay, look. I just want you to know that I consider you a friend. Okay? A good one. Damn, this is way less awkward in my mind. Mostly, I guess I just wanted you to know that I admire you as a commander, and I value your friendship.
You're my brother, Caden.
I'm glad to be part of the crew.
What'd you call it? Sanity check?
Sanity check.
Nice. 6 this way.
Found another one. Yeah, the guy's in some character, too.
I just don't understand why you're suddenly so conflicted.
Look, the asshole's gonna let me. Killing you won't bring you back.
Commander Shepard, you have a minute?
What's up?
Can I help you?
Jordan Knowles, E-Crimes. It's an honor to meet you, Commander. I've got a saboteur hacking key systems, power, communications. It's bad. If you've got time to help, check out this console.
Got it. It looks like a collection of access codes.
They're Batarian diplomatic codes, from back when they had an embassy on the Citadel. If you can use your Spectre access to find them, I can shut them down.
I can access restricted intel at the Spectre office in the embassy. If I find anything, I'll let you know.
Oh, there she is.
You sure you don't want to do something a little more exciting?
I love this part of the Presidium. It reminds me of where I grew up.
Where's that?
Armali, back on Thessia. My mother and I lived beside a park. I spent hours there.
Doing what?
Reading, exploring, getting in trouble digging for ruins in the grass.
You're kidding.
I was very young.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cute.
No one else thought it was funny. Oh, the lecture my mother gave me. But she did buy me my first history book the next day. I miss her, Shepard.
What was she like?
She was confident and kind. She loved to wear yellow. I thought she was the most beautiful woman in the world.
You'll be okay, Liara.
Maybe you're right. Thank you, Shepard. I feel better. I wish we could spend more time together like this. Just friends.
Friends doesn't cut it for me anymore, Liara.
Wow, that sounds serious.
I am serious. Whatever happens, I'd like to spend my life with you.
Then you're extremely lucky that I feel that way too.
I know.
Nom 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 nom. Paramore 3.
People have a right to defend themselves.
If you start selling weapons to everyone on the Citadel, C-Sec will shut this whole place down.
C-Sec couldn't protect us when Cerberus attacked. I'll take him to court.
You think Accord is going to want more people running with guns right now?
Would a bunch of civilians shooting at anything that moves make the Citadel safer?
The commander's right. Maybe if the council organizes a civilian militia with training. Otherwise, they'll just panic and get themselves killed.
Welcome to Agor Munitions.
I know, but second-guessing CSEC isn't the way. What if we submit a proposal to start
Please obey all local government restrictions.
Venom shotgun, cool.
Thank you for shopping at Agor Munitions.
Welcome to Cyprotine Armory.
Professional grade equipment at reasonable prices. That's Cyprotine. All Cyprotine Armory products include a lifetime guarantee for performance. See our extranet site for details.
Proceeds from all sales go to help the troops on Palaven.
We appreciate your visit.
Alright. Let's see. So talk to Liara, huh?
Hello, Shepard.
Okay. So we can go to the Spectre office real quick.
If he's a terrorist, he ought to be locked up.
I'm checking there's no one around here.
Listen, I thought of something. No, we can't wait until I'm back on the release.
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination. One moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
What's happening? They look grumpy.
Look, I filled out all the forms for the data and jumped through every hoop. I don't even know where Nyota is.
Garrus? No. Yeah, a bunch of war assets. Cool. Black Widow. Choices to be made, man. I was trying to decide. By you. Oh, I can't afford you now. Sad day. Okay. And, the Black Widow. When we come back, we'll do the Cerberus Harrier and the, Valiant.
Good to see you all right, Shepard.
Miranda, what's going on?
Couldn't meet in person. The Citadel is too dangerous right now. I heard about the attempted coup.
Yeah. With Kai Lang's help, Udina nearly seized control.
Kai Lang? That slippery bastard's still alive?
He's alive, and right in the middle of all this.
That complicates things. I'll be on my guard. Look, I don't have much time, but I learned what happened to my sister.
Where is she?
I don't know that yet, but my father was definitely responsible. If he's done anything to her, I'll kill him.
Miranda.
Shepard, listen. I'm being hunted by Cerberus assassins. A lot of them. I need to stay out of sight.
What? Why?
I heard a rumor, maybe more, that my father is working on something for the Elusive Man. Something big.
Whatever's going on with your father can't be good. We have to figure this out.
I agree, but I need to do this myself. It's time I stopped running from him.
You're sure?
Yes. I can't think straight until I know Ori is safe.
Be careful.
I can't promise that, Shepard. Could you?
No. I couldn't.
Let's try some weapons out. That's a beefy good. I like it. Dang it. Gotta make choices. I mean, overweight with both of these? What? That's so lame. There we go. Reduce weight. It's killing me. I guess I don't need like powers all the time though for Shepard. Just enough to get the turrets off.
Ooh, cool down in here a lot, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'll turn the AC down.
Thank you.
For a little bit more comfort in the evening, I'm going to turn it down to 70 again for sleep. Or I will die.
That's fair. You are hot to trot.
Thanks. I think my lavender died.
Really? Oh no! The one you just bought?
Yeah. It might not be dead yet, but it's very dry, so I'm gonna water it. I watered it tonight. I'm gonna try watering it tomorrow.
Okay, good. I hope it lives. You just spent $15 on it.
This is a problem, boss. Cerberus has changed their ciphers, and our code breakers aren't getting anywhere. I've got our best teams working in shifts. But I'm sure it's still integrity.
Rick is also playing Mass Effect.
Hell of a view, isn't it?
During our war, this place became a myth to my people. A dream glimpsed only in the memory shards. The Citadel was both the heart of our civilization and its demise.
The Reapers hit here first, didn't they?
No one I knew had ever seen the Citadel. To be here now, I don't know what to think.
It might not seem like much, but a Prothean is standing on the Citadel, alive. That's a victory in itself.
Perhaps. When things were at their darkest, we used to tell stories, imagining the wonders of this place. The seat of our empire, the power to sway worlds. The galaxy belonged to us.
Nowadays, a lot of races have embassies here.
It's true then. You share power with the rest?
It's not perfect, but it's kept the peace. Most of the time.
Pardon me. This one has been listening. This one suspects you are a Prothean.
Ekhanar. I remember your kind when you were still minnows in the ocean.
This one is unworthy. This one has seen the face of an enkindler.
They consider your kind to be their gods.
A pity we did not teach them to speak better.
You're really a Prothean?
I am.
But if you lost the last war, what hope do we have?
For many, there may be no hope. The Reapers killed trillions in my cycle. The odds of being among them.
I don't think that's gonna work.
But you are still alive now. That alone is a miracle. And you still have the power to fight. My people knew your kind when you were young. Turian, Asari, Hana. There was potential in all of you. Now you must seize that potential and become the weapon you are meant to be. The weapon that tells the Reapers we are not machines. We are alive, and we will fight back.
Thank you. That meant a lot. Commander Shepard, it must be an honor to have a Prothean fighting alongside you.
He's starting to learn his way around. Javik is one of the best soldiers I've ever seen.
The commander is a capable warrior as well, for a human who once lived in caves. Thank you,
Will cause too much trouble if I
I've
install
enjoyed
again.
my time here, walking among the young. I will see you back on the Normandy.
Back down and talk to the lady.
Recognized. Please select a destination. One moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium Commons.
If I was his doctor, I'd pull the plug.
She's gone. Okay.
I know the Hades Nexus is off limits. I'm not an idiot. Damn it, the Alliance needs that thing right now. Novelist and cartoon contain
Welcome to the Citadel gift shop. All proceeds.
Oh, there she is. Guess I'm not Jackador.
We have to keep enforcing the law. Same as always. Without that, everything goes to hell.
Look at Paladin, my friend. We're in hell.
Everyone on the Citadel knows we're at war now. You have to show them that CSEC is still in control. They need that security.
The commander's right. We need people coming into work every day. We need things to keep running. Otherwise...
I couldn't help but overhear your conversation. Maybe these heating stabilizer schematics could help?
This is amazing. The colonists, my sister, will be most pleased. Thank you. I am in your debt.
More for the war effort. I think we can go back to the ship now. Right, I want to find a different skill to learn.
So did you tell the refugee camp?
Talk to this Batarian, and then we'll leave for other missions.
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination. 1 moment, please.
You got your headphones?
At Docking Bay E24.
Cool.
Emergency civilian housing.
The galaxy needs to understand what
Thank you for unplugging them again.
Wait, aren't you Commander
What's that?
Shepard?
Thank you for
Sort of,
unplugging them again.
documentary mission.
Aha.
Please, maybe you can help. I'm trying to document the
It's
stories
not
of the
that great
refugees
for
coming to the Citadel. Their loss, their sacrifices, their moments of bravery.
Something holding you back?
CSEC won't allow me on the docks. They say I'd be disruptive. But you could have to do the shots for me.
Whoa.
Good idea. The galaxy should see what these refugees have been through.
Got a while yet.
Thank you, Commander.
Nobody's in chat.
That's exactly what I'm hoping
Nobody's in
for. You
chat.
could just take a few shots of your army drill in the
Nobody.
refugee camp. I'll be here when you're done. Please find me. Have enough foot, Commander. I'll be here. I don't think that will quite fit the documentary's tone.
Look like an injured Batarian.
Yes, that's just what this documentary needs.
Welcome to Batarian State Arms. Batarian State Arms, defending the hegemony. Stand strong for your people with Batarian State Arms. Please observe all caste restrictions when making a purchase. Stand strong for your people with Batarian State Arms. Please observe all caste restrictions when making a purchase.
No infection so far.
Can I talk to him?
Only if it's important, Commander. He's hurt bad. Take down the sedative a bit, but hurry. I peg his survival at 50-50.
Are you Gore?
Go away. Nothing to say.
Not even what a terrorist is doing on the Citadel?
Get away from me, human.
You didn't answer my question.
Your alliance wiped out my world. Blew up a relay that turned my planet into ash. Paragon had people on it. Families. Struck back. For them.
The Alliance destroyed the Alpha Relay because the Reapers were about to come through.
Easy for you to say that now that... You want to punish me? Unplug the sedative. Let me join my family. Oh.
What are you doing here?
I'm waiting.
Wait.
I think we might need a different subject.
But for my parents. They put me on the rescue transport and said to wait for them here. They'll come by.
Great shot, Commander.
Damn it, I'm telling you, someone sabotaged the Metagel dispensers. No, if I knew who, I'd have had them arrested. It doesn't matter. What matters is that I've got Turian soldiers dying for lack of medication.
I don't believe it.
Excellent. That will really get people's attention. Thank you, Commander. That should be enough footage. Come
Hey, Commander. James, enjoying yourself? Yeah. Try not to lose everything. Those clothes are Alliance property. Have a little faith, Commander. I have a little.
Wow.
Hey, I've assumed full control of Eclipse, and we're committed to moving forward with Aria.
About time.
Listen, please, we just need more food. I can give you the location of some ruins. Protein. On gate.
Are you kidding me?
Alright, let's go talk with the guy, complete the quest. Yada yada.
I have your footage.
Thank you, Commander. I'll start editing it right away. Thank you, Commander. I'll start editing it right away.
Right away.
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination. Areas tagged of interest. 1 moment.
1 moment, please.
Now arriving at docking bay E24.
Shepard, if you're feeling up to it, I thought we could do something fun for a change. Shepard, glad you came.
What'd you have in mind?
Something that doesn't involve fighting Reapers.
I don't think they've conquered the bar yet.
I already scoped it out. But then I thought, if this was my last day alive, I'd actually like to remember it.
So?
So, I had an idea.
Where are we going?
Somewhere we're not supposed to.
Some things never change, do they?
Ever have that one thing you always wanted to do before you died, Shepard?
Too busy trying to live. What's yours?
The whole time I worked at CSEC, I'd stare up at the top of the Presidium and say to myself, I want to go up there. But I never did. There were 137 regulations telling me I couldn't.
So you got them changed?
No. Now I just don't give a damn. Figured it's time to do something stupid just for the hell of it. Might be the last chance we ever get. A little busier than I imagined.
How about a dive in the pool?
You obviously haven't seen Turians swim. It's a lot of flailing and splashing, interrupted by occasional bouts of drowning.
You're right. I just have to save your ass again.
It'd make up for all the times I pulled your ass out of the fire. We've had a hell of a ride, haven't we, Shepard?
Times like these, you know who your real friends are. They're not the ones running around looking for an escape route. They're the ones who stand at your side through the worst of it. Who never give up on you. I'm lucky I can say I know someone like that.
So am I. You're not going to propose marriage now, are you? Now, before we head back, there is one thing we're going to settle. Once and for all. Not saying you don't know how to handle a gun, just saying some of us know how to make it dance. So, let's find out who's really the best shot.
There are a few people in the galaxy who've seen me in action, Garrus. They seem impressed.
Yeah, but I've actually seen you dance, Shepard. No comment.
All right, Vicarian. You're going down.
And don't worry, I loaded it with practice loads for when you miss. That was an easy one. Let you build up your confidence. Long range, I wrote the book. Nobody alive can do this, not even Commander Shepard. Give me a tough one. said a tough one.
Step aside. Do it.
I'm Garrus Vakarian, and this is now my favorite spot on the Citadel.
It's windy up here.
Think I'm going to erect a monument right here. Bronze this gun so the whole galaxy knows.
That you're the king of the bottle shooters. Glad you're around, Garrus. Never know when the bottles might revolt.
Back to the Normandy. I should go investigate real quick. You find Joker.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
I'm headed to Purgatory.
Navigation is becoming increasingly difficult due to the number of...
Edie didn't want to talk, so maybe Joker does.
This sucks.
What have you got there?
Duty roster for the students. It's what I do for fun now. They've got us spread out across Alliance units. Reinforcing barriers, modding ammo, that kind of thing.
How are they holding up?
They're fine. They're not the ones reading duty rosters while on shore leave.
Complain if you like, but I think military life suits you.
Hey, running back to the Alliance was your lifelong dream, not mine.
Come on, plenty of combat, free room and board, and people you can depend on.
Yeah. Maybe your little suicide squad taught me something about teamwork. Speaking of which, thanks. My guys are handling the support stuff well. Still see some action, but they're not on the front lines. They've saved a lot of lives. It'd be a hell of a lot more fun with you. You find bigger fights. But the little shits are useless without me. I gotta stick with them. 'Cause I'm dependable now, apparently. I blame you for this, Shepard.
Come on.
What?
The duty rosters can wait. Right now, you're on shore leave.
The heck did this wind come from?
Right.
Shepard, everybody knows you can't dance.
If I'm not needed to answer an inquiry, I would like some time alone.
Look at this! All it took was a Cerberus attack on the Citadel to get folks around here to pay attention to the war.
How is this any different from normal?
Can't you see the desperation? This isn't happy dancing. This is forget my problems dancing. Look at the arms. If a guy waves his arms like that, he's worrying about a lot more than looking stupid on the dance floor.
That's surprisingly observant.
I've had time to watch a lot of dancing from the sidelines. Speaking of which...
Dancing?
Watching from the sidelines. What do you think about me and Edie?
Why not?
Because I could break a bone just from some light over-the-clothes action?
That's always a risk. But then so are the Reapers.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on dating Harbinger.
You know what I mean. If we all ended up dead this time tomorrow, what would you regret?
Getting a shattered pelvis. And a broken heart. Such a stupid idea.
If you could be out there right now on the dance floor, would you be waving your arms?
Yeah.
Sounds like you've got bigger things to worry about than looking stupid.
Yeah, guess I do. Now, if you'll excuse me... Haven't broken anything yet. That's a start.
Back to Normandy. Speak with the Quarians, looks like. We'll do these two first. Scientist, talk to the Asari, go do Quarian stuff. The M11 suppressor is OP. OP, OP. Keep forgetting. Oh well. Oh, yeah, that's cool. arm.
What's the word? Do we know how long these scientists have been holed up out here?
Our intel is minimal.
Sir, I'm picking up chatter from a Cerberus squad engaging the supply depot.
Engaging the scientists?
And if I'm reading it right, sounds like more troops are on the way.
Okay, set us down, then get out of here. I need these scientists alive.
Hey, Jacob.
No wonder Cerberus abandoned this place. It's freezing.
All right. Just keep moving. What do these people do to bring this down on their heads?
We can't hold them much longer.
All clear. Check for survivors.
Yeah, I like this sniper rifle. This thing's badass.
Hello? Who's there?
Jacob. How bad?
I'll live. I think.
This is Commander Shepard of the Alliance. The enemy is clear for now. Open the door.
Is Jacob there?
It's okay, Bryn.
Jacob. Oh my god.
I'm all right. The others didn't make it.
What are you doing here?
I'm supposed to be protecting these people from the elusive man and his attack dogs.
Are they gone?
For now. But they'll be back. Sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'll walk it off. Save my life one more time and I'll start owing you.
This one's on the house.
Hey, yo. Good to see you too.
Staying out of trouble, I see.
Shepard, this is Dr. Bryn Cole. She's in charge here.
Tell me what's going on. Intel says you're Cerberus.
We're all ex-Cerberus. Scientists mostly.
Civilians?
Call us refugees. If we hadn't run, we'd be dead.
Why does the elusive man want to kill you?
Our stories are different, but the themes are the same. We were each using information from the collector base to work on the different components of a larger tech. After someone completed their component, they disappeared. No bodies, just gone. As we progressed, we started feeling like we were signing each other's death warrants.
The elusive man doesn't mess around. If he can't control it, he'll destroy it.
The brain trust here has to be a significant loss for him.
You had to know they were going to find you.
It's a pretty smart bunch. We covered our bases.
But the elusive man is one tenacious bastard.
Time to evacuate.
Agreed. just need to get the AA guns on the roof back online. Cerberus is jamming them somehow. With those guns down, Cerberus will just blow our escape shuttles out of the sky.
Might be the network link.
I'll check and meet you upstairs.
Jacob, you should get that wound looked at.
I'm good. I mean, I will.
Commander, I should see to my people. Join me upstairs when you can.
Jacob Taylor, way out here. That's a surprise.
It was his idea.
Commander Shepard, I've heard about you. Another Cerberus defector.
Something like that.
Dr. Gavin Archer. I imagine we both crossed the elusive man in our own way.
How did you end up here?
The research I did for Cerberus hurt a lot of people. I've done things no human should. There I was. With blood on my hands, blood I could never wash away. The elusive man didn't care. He said our goal was greater than any sacrifice it took to attain it.
I take it the elusive man didn't just let you resign.
A man who loves to lecture about morality's shades of grey, he's very black and white when it comes to obedience. Either you do the job, or you die trying to quit.
That's all, Doctor.
I appreciate your help getting us out of here, Commander.
Get the tech to stop themselves back their own crates. I need you up here. Don't be a jerk. There's only 2 of those guys. It'll just take me a minute.
And make sure those samples from Project Mia get out on the second shuttle.
I've already dropped one box. My hands were shaking so hard.
We're going to make it.
What's the status of the guns?
Still waiting. I have my best people on.
How many scientists are here?
43, plus research assistants.
You ran with over 40 people?
When you fear for your life, there's a lot you can do.
Bryn, I can't possibly dismantle the genetic amplification components in time.
I'm sorry, Dr. Boehner. It's important work, but right now you need to tend to your family.
Wait, there are families here? Children?
What's up?
Enough to worry about.
I just shot around and he just... Oh no! I was not expecting it to explode like that!
Already worth the purchase, huh?
Oh my gosh!
This escape will have to be carefully executed.
I just wasted a whole bullet on that.
You tried so hard to make sure it wouldn't come to this.
What's the news?
Can't tell. Only know I can't
poor
fix it from
thing.
here. I'm going to the roof.
Hey, Betsy, Clover.
Cerberus landed the shuttle there a couple minutes ago. You win?
Jacob, you're injured. I'll fix the guns.
No way. These are my people. I'm going.
This game is so old.
Just because you survived
Yeah.
one suicide mission.
That's why I knew your
doesn't
computer
mean
could run it.
Fine. But I'm gonna talk you through it from here. Cerberus is probably jamming the satellite link. Radio me when you found the controls and I'll give you the override code.
Will do.
Oh, that's how.
Dr. Cole? Got a moment?
Of course.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you again for everything.
Leave those things. Let's just get the hell out of here.
Commander Shepard.
So what?
Shepard, I'm in here.
I'm not willing to die to save this data.
Let me. I'll purge it and meet you in the shuttle bay.
I don't want to die.
Go. Just go.
Hey, you okay? How've you been?
Give us a minute.
Oh, that's better.
This is crazy. I didn't think I'd ever see you again.
I know the feeling. So how'd you become a gun for hire?
Long story. It was an opportunity I couldn't resist for people I came to care about.
You seem good. You look good.
These are great people, defending their ideals. I like it. I think I found what I'm meant to do.
You still think about what happened to your dad?
Haunts me more like.
How long have you known Bryn?
We met through a mutual friend in the Mumbai cell. Guess I've known her for a year. We had a lot in common. Then she came to me about her missing colleagues. Asked for my protection, my help finding a place to run to. How could I say no?
Who is she to you?
We're together.
And you run this enclave with her? You settling down, Jacob?
Yeah, maybe. It's just, if these are our final days, I want to spend them protecting these people. Building a life, whatever's left of it.
What's the story, Jacob? Why are you working in a place like this?
After we got back, well, things look different when you come back from a suicide mission alive. So I quit Cerberus, I quit everything. And sat by the Mediterranean for a while. That's when I lost track of you.
And what did all that fresh air and meditation teach you?
That what I choose to fight for better mean something to me. That it comes from the heart.
We could sure use you.
It's real tempting, Shepard, but I like where I'm at. I'm important to these people. I want a life. I want a family.
Sure, I get that.
No, Shepard. The Normandy's your real love.
Doesn't mean I don't want to say to hell with it sometimes.
But you won't. You can't.
Anything on Cerberus I should know about?
The elusive man became obsessed with indoctrination. I know that. You ever wonder how it all went wrong? I mean, was I blind? I remember him being an idealist. How come I couldn't see the evil?
Don't beat yourself up. And if you ever get that crystal ball working, give me a heads up, because I'd love to know how this all plays out.
Right.
I should focus on getting these people out of here.
You bet. Let's get to it.
Thought we covered our bases.
Told you we should have crossed the sanctuary.
What would these people have done if we hadn't shown up?
These civilians had no hope of coming out of this alive.
I can say ain't gonna.
Got the jump.
I just feel like such a weirdo. I get focused and I just stick my phone out.
What's that?
Whenever I get focused in like a horror game or whatever, I just sit there like.
Your tongue out.
Mm-hmm.
Dirt dog mode.
To the point where my tongue actually gets dry. Oh! I ran the wrong way.
Jacob, this should be back online now.
Affirmative. But the guns are still down. You'll need to manually activate them. Head back to the front of the facility.
More enemies in our path.
fire and activate those AA guns manually. The other gun is still down. Let's get over there. Failure at junction. Repair and reset. Okay, one of us has to make these repairs. Garrus, you do the repairs.
Will do.
Stay focused, Liara. Just you and me.
You bet, Shepard.
How are the repairs coming? Working as fast as I can. Go power up the gun.
Gotcha. I'm on it. Power restored. Circuit reset. Guns operational. Shepard, AA guns are back online. Copy that. Let's get these people out of here. Okay, the guns are already picking Cerberus ships out of the sky. Where are we at?
On track. First shuttle is already loaded with everyone under 16.
Commander, when should we leave? What's our best chance for survival?
Jacob, what do you think? Are we ready?
Almost. We could go now. There's no do-overs here.
Agreed. We get one shot.
And we don't want to leave anything behind that could strengthen the elusive man's cause. Your call.
Wait for my go.
You can begin the evacuation from the command terminal.
Got it.
I think we're good. Just in case.
Evacuation is go. Evacuation is go. Stand by for shuttle launch.
Have the guns punch a hole in the perimeter, then launch Shuttle 1.
Shuttle 1 is away.
All right. Everyone here head to the shuttle bay and...
Suicide fighter took out one of the guns. Cerberus troops are...
Get those people out of here!
Double time it.
Clear the shuttle bay first so we can bring the door up. Then get out to the landing pad.
Right behind you.
Jacob, bring up the main door. Got it, Shepard. Will do. Okay, let's get the... Here we go! Oh.
Enemy shuttles on either side.
Got it. Finding a position.
Jacob, come in. What's your status? Shepard, the facility's overrun. Cerberus troops are all over the place. One more shuttle of refugees to go, right? Affirmative. We got this. Just need to hold them a little longer. Take out that shield generator. That was the last of the civilians. Shepard, heads up! Place is overrun. We gotta go. Headed to you with the shuttle. Understood.
Crap! Back on scene.
This game is just super jump scary.
Oh yeah, that's the whole game.
It's so funny. It tries to be spooky, but it's really not.
Yeah, especially now that it's this old.
Boom, dead person on the pier.
You wanted this game.
I know. Don't get me wrong. The jump scares are doing good.
You're like, I wanted to see rats explode.
Well, it was so funny because at the very beginning, on the roof, they funnel you into a spot. I'm like, obviously this is where they're gonna get me, and I still jumped.
Yeah.
I shot the guy, but of course that does nothing. My reflexes were good, but it didn't matter. I didn't realize didn't really have any reason to use my bullets. Otherwise, I would have
saved them.
No, you don't need them. Why save them? I would have shot random stuff. Like the other rat I saw, it's really sad.
Yeah.
It's hilarious, but sad. Because, I don't know, I feel like there's probably some sort of, like, achievement for that. And if there's not, then I just want to make every rat explode.
That's fine.
I'm starting off on easy just to get off.
Get a hang of it.
Yeah.
Roger that.
No. Itchy, ya, ga. Okay.
Shepard!
Commander!
Out by the skin of our teeth again, eh, Shepard?
Nice to see you back in action.
Yeah, feels good.
I was afraid we wouldn't get anyone out alive. But because of you, we got almost everyone. Thank you.
Dr. Cole, I have a request. One you can't afford to turn down. I need your help against the Reapers.
Without a doubt. I'm at your service. And I'm sure you can count on the others as well.
You too, Jacob. I need you.
Of course, but I wouldn't mind staying with these folks.
Keep them safe, then. The Alliance needs that crucible.
You got it.
All right. Report to Admiral Hackett for your assignment.
You know, Commander, I've never met anyone like you. Just feel better knowing you're on our side.
Thanks.
Shepard, when this mess is over, drinks are on me. Be safe out there.
Hackett here.
I'm sending you a large team of scientists.
I have the dossier.
They're all Cerberus defectives. Keep them safe.
Will do, and I'll put them straight to work on the Crucible.
Jacob Taylor is with them and is already working to find a place for the families.
He'll be a valuable asset as well. Snagging Dr. Cole from the Elusive Man is a coup. Having her on our side could be a huge win for us.
The sooner we can get the Crucible finished, the better I'll feel.
I'm with you.
Shepard out.
Getting up there.
Jesus.
Started out as an Alliance Black Ops.
Black Ops always go bad. If you have to deny
Commander, Caden was looking for you. I believe he's in the crew quarters.
Okie dokie.
Are you sure you want to play this game?
What's the matter, Vicarian? You chicken?
I don't even know what that is, though I've heard everything in the galaxy tastes like it. But if you're suggesting I'm scared, game on, Vega.
Age before wisdom.
Okay. Back in my C-sec. I'm glad Jacob saw through the Elusive Man. At least not everyone in Cerberus has lost their mind. This fight can use it.
Bonus powers.
Still think you can win this, huh?
I can do this all day, Scars.
Funny you mentioned those. Ever hear the name Archangel?
I might have.
You know you have. I'm Archangel.
Maybe I heard something about that too.
Then maybe you also heard.
I find using my biotics to toss someone across the room is a decent attention grabber.
Yes, but it's also a good way to draw enemy fire.
Well, you can handle yourself in a fight now, Leah. I mean, not that your biotics weren't impressive the first time we met.
I have had my fair share of opportunities to use them these past few years.
Well, I'm glad you got through in one piece. Sounds like you have a few stories to tell.
Busy?
I have time if you'd like to talk. In fact, I could use the distraction.
What's on your mind?
How long it took the Reapers to eradicate the Protheans, and how long they'll need for us. It took them centuries to conquer the Protheans. We're not quite so widespread, but it would still take at least 100 years. It's selfish, but I keep thinking that if we fail... I'm only 109, Shepard. I could live to see the entire cycle come to an end.
Don't drive yourself crazy about this, Liara. We're still in the fight.
Only because you're still driving it forward. We finally have other leaders on our side, but none will take us as far as you can. Sometimes I wonder how you do it.
Every time the world's about to end, I think about how mad you'd get if I didn't stop it. I don't know if I could do this without you.
Flatterer.
I try.
I'll see you soon, Shepard.
A pleasure to see you.
You've been through a lot, Scars.
You giving up?
Nah, I got more. Just don't like to talk about it.
Fair enough. We've all got one of those.
Just one.
Where is Kate?
Man, I really seem to like pistols.
Pistols are cool, especially when they're silenced.
This is not silenced.
Hey, if you get a moment, we should head out to the Citadel for a snack. I know a place that, still has steak.
We already had that conversation, Caden. Did you get memory loss? Alright.
Messages at your private terminal.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus. Where? Oh! Oh! Cool! Never did that before. Oops. Yeah, I was trying to flank. But y'all had to be freaking brats. Yeah.
Guess we're going down to the freaking Citadel. Ugh. Yeah, we'll do it after this Asari stuff.
Just might be too easy. Oh, double pistols! Now I'm unstoppable.
Pistol whip. What's up, Game Guy? Should you buy Stories 2 at Walmart or GameStop? Whoever has the better pre-order bonus. It's cool that you're going to be playing it. I'll be playing it too after Skyward Sword. Oh, diggy-liggy-liggy, oh, diggy-loo. Loading for days. I said to meet her in the apartment. Crazy.
Admiral Stephen Hackett is a decorated officer in the Systems Alliance.
I wanted to meet inside of here. What the heck? When I start like stories, I liked the demo for the first one. Thought it was fun.
Enjoying your shore leave, Javik?
I have been asked to take part in the feat. I am told it is a great honor and will boost morale for the war.
Who says it will?
Commander Shepard, I didn't realize you were coming too. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. You can play yourself. Attention! The Prothean is on set. Someone tell the stunt double he's been demoted. Get the real Shepard now. All right, places, everyone. Quickly, quickly. Cue the backdrop. Roll cameras. And action. Commander Shepard, thank you for coming. The urgent hour of doom, which we all urgently face, draws near. Urgently so. But there is hope. The Council understands you recently found a Prothean in a refrigerator and defrosted him.
Yeah. He was in the freezer, right behind the Baron room.
Ah, you die now! Not yet. That line comes later. The Vorcha Counselor will kindly refrain from further interruptions.
I believe I've been misinformed about the purpose of this feat.
Now then, O wise Prothean Elder, what wisdom of the ages can you share with us?
Salarian kidney is best served at room temperature. It is even better when the Salarian is still alive. The fear adds spice.
Prothean don't like you.
Did someone say Prothean? This one is familiar with enkindling. This one has enkindled multiple females across the galaxy.
Blasto, about time you showed up. The galaxy is under attack by Reapers. If only someone had warned us about them years ago.
This one tried. This one was ignored. This one's efforts fell on obstructed auditory sense.
Actually, that was me. Sovereign, Saren, you might have heard of him?
Yes, and Blasto here destroyed half the Citadel, putting them down. But even he's just one Hanar.
And now we've asked Commander Shepard and his Prothean partner here to assist.
This one did not read that far into the script. This one does not share top billing.
Wait, what? But it's Blasto 7. Blasto goes to war? Think of the children.
In my cycle, your kind were nothing more than appetizers. Would you prefer to be boiled or fried?
Prothean don't like you.
This one has found his motivation. Very well. Commander Shepard and Prothean partner of undetermined ethnic origin. Welcome to the Spectre Club.
I've been in the club for 3 years now.
Correct. But you are not an Ultra Spectre Elite 4000 Deluxe. This one is a 7000. This one has less recoil and faster load time.
Where is the airlock so I may throw you out of it?
We don't have a prop for that. Cue the sound effects. Change the backdrop.
Look! It's Sombra's half-brother Sluggard! And he's looking for some payback.
Cue the stunt double! Your line. Say your line. Oh, you die now! Oh no! The Vorcha Counselor is indoctrinated!
This one is the hero of the Citadel. This one has an incendiary projectile with the Counselor's name on it.
What? This one is the hero of the Citadel. I'll handle it.
This one insists.
This one doesn't care.
This one wishes he was still frozen in the refrigerator. May we go now, Commander?
Strike the set. Telcasting will need a new Vorcha. Prepare for Blasto 8. Blasto cures the genophage.
Let's check something. Okay.
It didn't help that we had some brutal side effects, but even then, we had to...
Greetings, Commander.
Shepard.
I didn't know you could play.
Actually, this is the only song I know.
Why's that?
There was always something more important to do. A ruin to uncover, intel to gather, a commander to save.
You couldn't sit still long enough.
Could you?
Is there something special about this song?
On one of my first digs, a storm swept in. We were trapped inside. I was so restless. I wanted to get back to work. One of the other archaeologists, Dr. Olena, had this keyboard. She took it everywhere. She taught me to play this song while we waited.
It's a good song.
Thank you, Shepard. I've always loved that song. Shepard, What are you doing?
Making sure you don't run off to something more important.
I can't imagine what that would be.
We should do this more often.
Yes, well, maybe after.
Every day after.
Shepard. This place is nice.
Shall I transfer over your report so that you might work here?
Yes, thank you, Glyph.
You never asked me about this, but my wife just called. My ex-wife. Nobody likes to talk about the toll that long months apart can have on
Can you copy that song to my personal files on the Normandy?
Certainly, Dr. Tassoni.
Shepard. Shepard.
Hey, Shepard, I'm starving. What do you got?
We're heading out, kid.
I'm so tired of Apollos. I'm gonna cook.
Oh, really?
Come on.
You want me to sit there and watch you cook?
You're not watching me cook. You're helping me drink beer. Now sit your ass down.
What do we have? Canadian delicacy of some sort?
Sure. Exactly. We have, beef, we have bacon, we have beer. The foods of my people. Wish me luck.
If you need luck to cook us dinner, we're screwed.
Screwed? Oh, you hurt me, Shepard. Relax. It's gonna be great.
Guess we'll find out. So, remember how I saved the Citadel? And then, well, you weren't there. I survived the suicide mission? All these close calls I've had, only to be taken out by dinner. Can it at least be quick and painless?
Funny. You think I hauled your butt out of the fire all those times just to poison you here now?
I just took down my clone. I gotta figure anything's possible.
Huh.
Do we have hot sauce?
That was great.
Still waiting for the botulism to kick in.
Yeah, I thought I was pretty good.
Actually, it was pretty good. I'm impressed.
Thank you. I'm an enigma. I've got skills. I mean, for example, fist fight, me and James, I'd win, right? What if I fought dirty?
Cool, and then I'm just gonna go meet Garrus. All this companion stuff done. Quick and painless. Yep. And get all this character work in Game God before people start dying. This whole area is DLC, which is cool. Meet Garrus upstairs. What monster do you want on your team in Monster Hunter Stories 2, Game God? Who's your number one pick?
No funny business.
So who's this patriarch person you keep going on about?
What? You never heard of Mighty's Patriarch?
You fighting any other races?
Uh-oh.
Fennec, hit the comms. Tiana, distract the bouncer. Urch, you take the vault. Avoid the thermal sensors. They trigger the lockdown. You'll hit motion sensors, and that'll alert security. Verk, steal a uniform. You go in as security, fake the arrest. Whoops, I seem to have the wrong casino.
Kasumi.
Take a walk, guys. I can explain.
I believe I hired you because you were the best damn thief in the galaxy.
Sweet talker.
Are you hard up for credits, or is this just to stay in practice?
People who can't get to the Citadel are having a rough time out there. This place has more money than it knows what to do with. We can help those refugees survive. And it's not like the owner can spend it if the Reapers win.
So you're robbing the rich to help the poor?
I'm doing what I do. Raiding Cerberus bases and infiltrating Reaper-held locations is fun. But I'm a thief. Stealing? It's who I am. Without it, By the way, are you gonna call security?
Just don't get caught, okay?
Hey, come on. I never get caught. Come on, guys. Show's on.
Excuse me, is there a problem?
No. No problem at all.
No hustlers at my table. Fair warning. Blake?
There he is.
Shepard. So what do Turians usually do with their time off?
Mostly we make plans for what to do when we're back at work. I have some ideas on the Normandy's forward cannon.
You know what you need, Garrus?
That Mark IV silencer scope I saw at the gun shop?
I was thinking a date. Excuse me. I saw you checking out my friend here. I thought you two should meet.
Hello?
Right. So, hello, and,
She looks nice.
You seem like a nice person. Maybe a little quiet, introspective, but decent overall.
Oh. Thank you. I think.
Try small talk.
Come here often. I imagine anyone who does is probably an alcoholic.
Actually, I do. I work at the Turian Embassy. I'm here to unwind. Yeah. Well, listen. I've got this thing I forgot I had to do, and I should probably just go do it.
Sorry. Let's start over again. What I'd been trying to say is my name's Garrus, and I'd love to have a drink with you.
Garrus, you fool! Garrus got no game. Alright, now we can head back to the Citadel. Not the Citadel, the Normandy. All I needed was a beer! Thank you, beer!
At least the Drell adepts read things so you can hit them with a warp field.
Garrus getting laid.
Yes, I know that's where we met, but
Cool. Back to main story stuff. Yeah, but the Asari.
Dig up any information on
Like
the
an
mission
evil
route?
girl shepherd.
I did, and I now understand.
Probably one in the
how
future game
Command
again.
managed to hide it.
Probably go through the trilogy again with a evil, with a renegade character.
Ardat Yakshi. Like Morinth?
Morinth chose to be a killer. These Ardat Yakshi isolated themselves to avoid that. But it doesn't mean they're harmless. Their urge to feed can be powerful. That's why High Command sent in commandos to investigate the monastery's distress signal.
So what does the Asari High Command want us to do?
If there was a chance the Ardat Yakshi could break loose, the commandos were to purge the monastery.
Purge? You mean destroy?
They would have brought heavy explosives with them, yes.
Don't assume anything. Maybe the Ardat Yakshi sent out the distress call. If the Asari want us to destroy this place, I need to know what happened.
Agreed. Once we give a report to High Command, they'll stop wasting lives here. Elevator disabled. To prevent entry or escape, I wonder.
Well, either way, we'll find out.
that?
Stay sharp.
Reapers. Looks like we know why the commando teams went silent.
This monastery's out of the way. What do the Reapers want with Arda Yakshi? Anything useful?
A floor plan marked with the nav point location of a bomb. It's in some place called the Great Hall.
At least it's no surprise Nuke gone to Chunka, but the commandos want this place gone pretty badly.
Arda Yakshi or not, evacuating this place would have saved a lot of lives. If there's no survivors, let's get to the Great Hall and set off that bomb.
Pretty. Snow time, family time.
Very good. I
Samara,
almost didn't
yay.
hear you.
Samara?
It has been some time, Shepard. You are a most welcome sight. The corruption here runs deep.
What brings the Justicar out here?
My daughters have lived here for centuries, Garrus. I've come for them. Unfortunately, the Reapers had already infested this place by the time I arrived.
You met me hunting down your other Arda Yakshi daughter. Are these ones just as dangerous?
Faller and Rila have followed the monastery's rules ever since they arrived. They've shown no inclination toward violence.
And you're here to save them.
They are my responsibility. And it's one that cannot be abandoned, even as our galaxy crumbles.
Let's go together. Maybe your daughters can tell us why the Reapers hit this place.
I suspect they will have much to tell us. It has been centuries since I last saw them. We're out of time. We'll meet again. I will draw these creatures off.
Wait.
Yes.
Let's go.
My name is Tashia Pori. I'm wounded. Bad. Give this to my bondmate, Weshra. Asked her to go to the Citadel and tell Weshra I love her. Tell her. Sorry we fought. I was an idiot. Didn't mean any of it, Weshra. What? Want you to have everything of mine, okay? Love you. I love you so.
It's too quiet. Are there any survivors?
This fight didn't last long by the look of it.
It wouldn't. The monastery only had a few guards to protect it, not an army.
That one's new.
used to be a person. And I'm sorry. What have the Reapers done?
Corrupting folks is what they're doing.
Mother, you came.
As soon as I was able. Shepard, this is Falere, my youngest. She and her sister Rila are Ardat Yakshi. They have
Mother,
been...
they have Rila.
What?
I saw some of those creatures take her into the Great Hall. I've been trying to get there.
What are the Reapers doing here?
Harvesting us. They're turning us into those monsters. Please, you can't let that happen to Rila.
We need to find Rila fast. The bomb we're looking for is in the Great Hall.
A bomb? What, didn't you come to rescue people?
We'll try, but we can't leave this place standing, Falere.
You sound like the Commandos. They didn't stop to help anyone.
Falere?
I'm sorry.
Falere! The Great Hall. She's looking for Rila.
We'll meet you there.
Please be swift.
You'd need a crowbar to pry those doors open. This place was beautiful before the Reapers came.
Jethro, this is Galay. I've blocked extranet access. We don't need the students panicking about these reprogramers. Still,
Save.
Another dead commando. Was she holding off Reapers, or was she left behind?
Commandos work as teams. She would have volunteered to guard this point.
Hope she took some down before she died.
There's our bomb.
And Falair.
Rila, wake up! Falair, Rila cannot hear us.
Look, she's still alive.
I know, but I am afraid Rila is not.
Rila's not one of them yet. She can't be. She just needs to wake up. Rila? Rila, can you hear me? Why did she do that?
Because they've begun to turn her into one of the Reaper's creatures.
I'm sorry. Can we set off that bomb?
Not without a detonator.
Commandos were the bad one. We've got to find it. Later.
That's the last one.
For now. Let's get back to that bomb.
Falair, go! Take the elevator! Rila, what are you doing? It's too late for me. There are hundreds coming. Just go!
Move!
No! Rila!
I love you.
Rila! Not your slaves.
$2 down, one to go.
Rila, it wasn't even time to say goodbye.
Few can break the Reaper's hold. Rila's will was extraordinary, as was her love for you.
We left her to die.
Rila made her choice, and it has reminded me of what is truly important. Why I swore I'd lay down my life.
What is that?
Falere, the code demands an Ardat Yakshi cannot live outside a monastery that no longer exists.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry, Shepard. By the Justicar's code, there is only one way to save Falere.
Mother, no!
My daughters, you were all so... Let go.
What are you doing?
Fulfilling the code.
By throwing your life away?
I won't kill my last daughter.
You won't have to.
Falere?
I'll stay here. Home. No matter what's become of it.
Without a proper monastery,
I could have left any time. I don't need a building to honor my own code.
Hello, Nick.
And if the Reapers
How you
return,
doing?
They won't take me alive. I promise.
Then, the code permits you to stay, as you are. Once this war is over, and if I am able, I will visit, as a Justicar should.
Why is everything but pistols sucky?
Oh.
I'd
All these
understand if you wanted to
gigantic
help
guns,
Falere
and
rebuild
none
a
of them
home
do
here.
anything.
It must wait now that I can help oppose the Reapers. I'll speak with Falere, then join your forces. If you'll have me, of course.
I'd be honored.
The honor is mine, my friend.
Everything's taken care of down here. Bring in the shuttle.
Right, Commander. I'll just follow the smoke.
Here we go deal with the Quarians.
I read your report, Commander. We had no idea the situation had deteriorated so quickly.
That's why I set off the bomb. There were no Ardat Yakshi left.
May the Ardat Yakshi find rest. What the Reapers did to them was monstrous. I had another team of commandos headed to the monastery who I can now formally transfer to Admiral Hackett's command. They'll serve you loyally, Commander. Farewell.
Nice. So, you enjoy your second playthrough better than your... It's more set up for Mass Effect 2. That's good. That's if you don't feel like a beast going through as a soldier, you just won't feel a beast going through it at all.
I've got new messages, Commander.
Right, yeah. Soldiers are pretty OP in the first game, for sure. I mean, they're supposed to be, because you get, like, the heavy armor, and the best armor in the game is the heavy armor and stuff. It's just like, what are you going to do to me? I'm a freaking walking tank. Right, yeah. It's pretty, yeah, it's pretty OP.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
I need to get to the hospital.
Yes, Commander.
No, I'm seeing it here too. Low on medical and synthetic blood. We have enough oxygen.
Hey, Shepard. I'm glad to see you. I know things are crazy right now.
Exactly. So you have to take the moments when you can. What's going on with the Crucible?
That project is crazy. Freaking huge. And all these brilliant minds are working night and day trying to figure it out. I wish you could see them. Heads down, piecing it together. It's something to see. We'll get this Crucible.
You're gonna be a
built,
soldier for the second game?
We'll win this thing. I feel it. Do you feel it?
Yeah, sure, I feel it. And I'm counting on you and everyone there. Get it done.
Believe it.
It was interesting to meet Bryn. How is she?
She's great, actually. It's good to see her work without the distraction of having to worry about the colony.
Oh, the fact that I actually did one.
We're having a baby, Shepard.
I haven't been stealthing anything.
Congratulations.
Wasn't exactly planned, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna be a better father than mine was. With the whole thing right. It's,
One more thing to fight for.
You got that right. Bryn wants to name it after you.
Really?
Yeah. Shepard.
That's nice.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk her out of it. No offense.
Alright, yeah. Give you a different experience.
None taken.
I mean, this is my first time going through with the engineer in these games, so it's been pretty cool.
So what's going on with you? You still like what you're doing?
Things are good. I'm good.
Still not tempted to come back to the Normandy?
Always tempted, Shepard. But no.
So, you working on the Crucible?
Don't get me wrong. I'm smart. But not that smart. Hackett keeps me busy, though.
How's he doing?
Holding up. If they make old guys any tougher than that, I'd like to see it.
I think I just avoided a whole
I'm glad we
chunk
had
of
time
combat.
Nice.
Me too. Gotta take the moments when you can. So true. And Shepard, thanks again for getting my people out alive.
Right, yeah.
Take care, Jacob.
Helps
You
your,
too, Shepard.
yeah, your team be a little more
I'm thinking about
balanced,
you out
for
there.
sure.
Stay safe.
Welcome to Serta.
It's not that I needed it.
Go to help new medical research.
Thank you for shopping.
No, I'm seeing it here too. We're low on metagel and synthetic blood, and we don't have enough volunteers.
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination.
We could declare a cultural crisis. People would have to listen. No, they're
Area
not
tagged. 1 moment, please.
I'm gonna go find Samara real quick.
Now arriving at Docking Bay E-24. Emergency civilian housing. Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination. 1 moment, please. Now
Or
arriving
the
at Presidium
the
College.
Spectre stuff. Nice. Yeah, they do. Makes sense that Spectres get the best weapons. Yeah, that explains it. Tanky and OP. He's got the Widowmaker in this game. And it's an OP sniper rifle for sure.
Shepard, I need access to Alliance resources. I can't say any more. You'll just have to trust me.
You'll have your access, Miranda, but I don't like the sound of this.
I know, and thank you. It means a lot.
That's not the only thing you wanted to talk about, is it?
No. I need to tell you something. Confess, really. It's been eating away at me.
Confess?
When I headed the Lazarus Project to rebuild you, I wanted to implant a control chip in you as a safeguard.
I think you mentioned this.
I did. There's more to it. The Elusive Man stopped me.
Sounds like it would have saved him a lot of trouble.
Maybe. He didn't want to interfere with who you truly were. Something that just obeyed orders. He wanted Commander Shepard. Installing the chip might have ruined you.
I understand why you wanted to. I was a complete unknown.
What's up,
I've never had
Carter?
to deal with that many black boxes
Yeah, it's
on a
because,
project. I felt blind.
the Legendary Edition.
Why bring that up now?
I fought against my father and his need to
We're on
run
the last
every
game,
aspect
so
of my life.
we're almost done with it.
He
We
wanted
got
total
Skyward
control over
Sword,
me, right down to my bloody
Monster Hunter
DNA.
Stories 2,
After I got out of there,
bunch of other stuff.
I couldn't stand by and let it
How
happen
are
to my
you?
sister. I risked my life to get her away from all that. Yet I didn't give a second thought to destroying your free will when I had the power.
This is what's been bothering you?
Yes.
Miranda, I lost 2 years of my life. You gave me back the rest of it.
Fair.
You could have changed me in 1,000 different
Probably
ways.
because Mass Effect is just so popular.
I don't know.
No Man's Sky seems like one of those games where it's like
You brought me back.
you keep coming out with updates, but it's like very on
But
the
with so
DL.
much being uncertain, I just wanted you to know I always regretted wanting that chip.
I don't know what Jack wanted to play, but yeah, we're either playing Astroneer or
Can't keep beating yourself up over the past.
I usually
No
don't.
Man's Sky after
But this was
Deep Rock
important.
Galactic.
Some things you just don't have control over.
Guess my fancy genetics can't help me there.
No, they can't.
Okay. I hate to say it, but I should get moving. Thanks for understanding, Shepard.
Of course. And Miranda,
Fine, mix,
This
normal
thing
breathing. That was not COVID. Oh, that's good. Yeah,
good luck.
must have
Don't
been
worry,
scary.
Shepard. I always have a plan.
Yeah, as long as they're not too samey, Nick. I kind of don't want to. Look, I get burned out if I play two of the same game, especially considering with all the content in No Man's Sky. I'm sure it's a long game now. I already put 30 hours into No Man's Sky when there was quote-unquote nothing to do.
Spectre status recognized. One moment, please.
Okay.
Now arriving.
Because I remember somebody in chat was saying they're similar, so...
I hoped you'd come. I won't remain here much longer.
What are you doing on the Citadel, Samara?
I suppose I came to say goodbye. Falair is safe, and Rila is at rest.
Yeah, that was Nick and Sai. They asked me to play it, and it was free on Xbox Game Pass, so I figured, what the heck. So yeah, I'm not usually a mech guy. But we also got Jack into it too, thanks to Game Pass, so... I'm having a decent time with it. Shooting robots. Into bits, robits.
We'll make the galaxy proud. The largest fleet in history is already on our side.
It is impressive. Most would have deemed such an alliance impossible.
Jack actually bought the game?
Be sure to assess your force's strengths and weaknesses before setting out.
Y'all spooked out?
It hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. I'm gonna lay down.
Okay.
Love y'all.
Love you.
Hi guys. Bye guys.
Oh. Nice beauty, it's more of. Yeah. Well, it's like I wanted to play the 4th Kingsfield. I saw a video talking about it today and it looked cool. It's a PS2 game, but it's not available anywhere except PS2 in there. People are making them very expensive to try and buy a copy of that game. Makes me sad.
What are the other Justicars doing for the war?
Most have made it home. They will attempt to hold Thessia. With the odds we face, it's possible our order will no longer exist after this war.
There's that few of you?
Our numbers were never great. We must prepare to sacrifice ourselves, if that is what's required.
I'm at Buddy's Day 2 video right now. Nice. Double dipping, huh? Well, I think I uploaded part... Have we only played twice, Nick? We've only played twice, haven't we, from X? Yeah.
Was being a Justicar worth it if that's how it all ends?
The Justicars were formed to bring order to a world that laughs at the
Okay.
notion.
Cool, then she's staying caught up.
Solitary, which demands are lonely and uncompromising, often to the point of pain. But following the code left me with no regrets. Take that for what you will.
Really, what's on your surrounding game? Really bothered with events like COVID? Really? Seems to be in poor taste.
You know, I never asked you if your code has anything useful on fighting Reapers.
Treat them as any other enemy. Show no quarter, mercy, or weakness. The only difference is the scale of our foe. The code is too strict to account for such small discrepancies.
Is that how you see it too?
You yourself killed a Reaper on the Citadel, and then another on Tuchanka. I can only follow such bravery.
Will Falair be alright in the monastery? Or what's left of it?
We spoke for some time. It won't be easy. But if there is a way to survive, Falair will find it. It was...
And then Kagura, tomorrow we're doing like a board game, video game night with the group, playing Mysterium. It's enough. Minecraft got so much new stuff put in. Alright, Sky, the other stuff, all the games people never touched. Right? D&D? No, that's on Saturday. Or Sunday? Sunday. Mysterium. Nick had us get it, because it was on sale. Because of the Steam sales. I think it's like a situational haunted house scenario board game. If I think that's the right one.
I'm just happy things worked out.
I was fortunate that Falair saw things so clearly. And it would have turned out quite differently without your intervention. Thank you.
Good luck out there, Samara.
You as well. I don't know if you believe in such things. But Goddess go with you, Shepard. We'll both be tested in...
Oh yeah, I've never played the Warhammer board game. Jess has. She used to be in the Warhammer 40k.
Spectre status recognized. 1 moment, please.
1 moment, please.
Now arriving at docking bay D-24. Have you discovered a way to run FTL spaceships without an EZO core private to love? I had a friend in security at Sonax, and there was definitely protein tech on Garbo.
Cool. Can't believe it's already 3:30 in the morning. Oh my gosh. Oh really? Oh no. Orions! Because this is what we'll pick up on Thursday, since we're playing the Mysterium video game tomorrow.
Commander Shepard, a pleasure to see you again, though I wish it were under better circumstances.
I'd hoped for your support in the fight against the Reapers. What's going on?
17 days ago, with precision strikes on 4 Geth systems, the Quarians initiated the war to retake our homeworld.
Good timing.
Which was a clear violation of our agreement with the Council to avoid provoking the Geth.
A treaty violation is nothing compared to recovering our homeworld and advanced AI technology.
Your homeworld? You mean Rannoch?
Correct, Commander. 300 years ago, we lost our world to our own AI creations, the Geth.
After we attempted to kill them.
We didn't try to kill them, Chorus. We tried to deactivate them. It wasn't murder.
No, it was murder.
Commander, the Quarians never intended to create a true AI. It was an accident.
Which you chose to correct by trying to kill them.
Oh yeah, it's all good, Kagura. It'd be cool if you made it, but if not, it'll be uploaded like everything else. So.
Admitting we were wrong would undercut the justification for this suicidal invasion plan.
Right? Well, we're gonna start a different war when the entire galaxy's at stake. So even if we win the war, we can still just lose everything anyway.
You're throwing yourselves at the Geth? Again?
And this time, we may have destroyed our people for good.
We'd driven the Geth back to the home system when this signal began broadcasting to all Geth ships.
The Reapers.
Under Reaper control, the Geth are significantly more effective. Our fleet is pinned in the home system. If we're going to win,
Win? You insisted on involving the civilian ships.
Drama because of her?
We need to retreat or we'll lose the live ships.
Where's the signal coming from?
Interesting. I so much forgot her name.
They can outgun anything we've got, and it's heavily
Remember her shape?
The Normandy
what color alien was she?
Board, then disable the Reaper command signals.
Yes. Cutting off the signal should throw the Geth into complete disarray.
And while they're confused, you get to a mass relay and retreat.
Good. Our civilian ships have seen too much fighting already. Are you certain you can disable the signal?
We'll get you out of there safely, Admiral.
Our newest Admiral has also volunteered to offer technical expertise.
Tally.
Admirals, I'll ready a team to hit that dreadnought.
Thank you, Commander.
Oh, like the new species of alien?
It's mostly a formality. I'm an expert on the Geth.
I forget what their species is, though. I've only played Andromeda once.
I'm glad you're here.
They were the new species that we were
Like
introduced to.
I would have helped.
Thanks, but I knew you had
Hey,
your own problems.
or am I wrong?
I'm sorry about
I can't think of a pink...
We've got the largest fleet in the
Because I can't think of it.
If you can help us, we'll hit the Reapers with everything we've got. Or however much is left from this stupid war.
I thought you'd support the invasion.
No. After talking to Legion, I thought maybe there was a chance for peace.
So why help them?
I'm an admiral. People look to me for guidance. Public disagreement would divide the fleet.
I'll get your people out of here safely, Tally.
Thanks, Shepard. And just so you know, I need to keep things strictly business in front of the admirals. If you'd like to catch up, let's talk somewhere private.
Sure thing.
I'm ready to hit that dreadnought whenever you are.
He's supposed to be in here somewhere.
That dreadnought is tearing through our fleet. Let me know when you're ready to hit it.
So how did you end up back with your fleet, Tali?
When the war started, the Admiralty Board asked for my help. I had more recent contact with the Geth than most of my people. They hadn't filled the spot on the board left by my father. I was invited in. It's just a technicality. I'm far too young to be a real admiral.
Don't sell yourself short, Tali. The board needed your expertise. You needed the authority that comes with rank.
So what about Legion?
It returned to Geth space after you turned yourself into the Alliance.
And you haven't seen it since?
Legion and I sent a few messages. I was hoping we could try negotiation. But I was outvoted 3-2. Admiral Chorus was the only one who believed it would work.
Any idea where Legion is now?
No. In our last message, it told me that the Geth were having trouble reaching consensus.
And then nothing?
Maybe it was fighting the Reaper takeover, or maybe it didn't want to give intel to an enemy. I could have warned it about the invasion. I didn't.
You'd have been betraying your own people.
I never wanted to be an admiral.
Talk to you later, Tali.
If you want to catch up in private, call me up to your cabin.
Commander.
Tali, I'm free if you'd like to come up.
I'll just be a moment. Thanks for asking me up. I couldn't talk freely in front of Ron.
You okay?
No, I'm really not. 17 million lives are riding on me. And I don't know if I can save them.
You're doing everything you can. If the fleet falls, it won't be because of you.
I helped my father and Zen's ideas, the new tech that made an invasion too good to pass up, that's based on my father's work. If they die because of me, if I don't...
We'll get them out of there safely, Tali.
I couldn't do this without you, Shepard. I feel like I'm bluffing, trying to convince them that the Admiral's daughter knows what she's doing.
Not the Admiral's daughter. The Admiral.
I know. And at least now, I can push back against the worst ideas. That's why I accepted the position. And because of you.
Me?
When they offered me this position, I asked myself what you'd do. I thought you'd take the chance to make things better. You've given up so much, stood for too long without allies. I didn't want you to do this alone. But I guess you're not alone anymore. You've got Liara.
If it had worked out differently.
No, it's okay. Liara's my friend too. I hope the two of you are happy.
Thanks.
I should get back before the Admirals get into trouble again. I'll talk to you later.
Energy drain in the med bay! Alright, we'll get on the ship and then we'll save it and call it. Dreadnought. By the way, Nick, when you get to Mass Effect 3, this gun is OP. It's as strong as any assault rifle I've seen. I think it's a DLC pistol, but it's like it's broken. it's so hard. Then Black Widow, just the way to go. Can't remember her name. Remember that at the beginning, when saying her name, because they didn't choose her, and he said no. You said she's from Andromeda, Kagura? Because like we can just Google all the female companion names from Andromeda and just list them out. $79 points ready to go. Oh my god. She was in the new Alliance Alien. Weird. I don't recognize any of those names. Avela, there we go. Yeah, you figured it out.
ETA to Rannoch, 5 minutes.
What have you got from the comm buoys?
Pretty much a big old shitstorm, Commander.
I have detected several hundred unique ship signatures engaged in active combat.
Yeah, like I said.
Take us in, Joker.
Cracks the knuckles.
Stealth drive engaged. Only way they'll detect us is if you all start singing the Russian national anthem.
Oh boy.
has accessed their docking protocols.
All right. Once we're aboard, we find whatever's broadcasting the Reaper signal and shut it down. Tally's our expert on Geth software. She'll be handling hacking and security.
Good to have you back, Tally. And maybe with another Dextro aboard, they'll get better Turian food.
As long as it's sterilized.
Dr. Michelle did get me some Dextro Amino chocolate. You're welcome to it once we're back.
She got you Turian chocolate?
She said she saw it and thought of me. Why?
Oh, nothing.
Shepard, there's a problem. All tubes except one are physically secured.
I see the free one. Pretty torn up, though. Too risky for the whole team. I'll secure the docking area. Everyone else can follow me over.
Roger that, Commander. We'll just stay here. You know, quietly.
Hang tight. It'll just be a minute.
Hang 10, bro. I can't save here? Damn it! I guess I'll wait till I'm inside. But I just not to look like a human, at least. I have human features, right? Aspect helmet looks like it. Right?
No wonder the Quarians were having trouble. That ship is enormous.
It is 30% larger than an Alliance dreadnought.
That's insane.
Tally, you're gonna like the view.
Better than a bit.
Much.
This is my Dragon Age armor. It's my favorite armor in the series. You bring Edie with you? Oh, really? That's funny. What does she say? I'm hoping people have been waiting for Knights of the Old Republic 3 for like forever, so
How are you doing, Shepard?
I would love another Star Wars RPG.
The dreadnought has artificial gravity. You should be okay once you're on board.
Until then, I'll make do with mag boots.
Hey, take your time, Commander. We're fine until they, look out a window.
Geth don't use windows, remember? Structural weakness.
Like the Geth are just sitting there saying, those organics would never try the no windows thing twice.
Oh, cool. Ever go down the Blind Sith path?
Looks like the rest of the team isn't using the docking.
Maybe? It's been a long time. I've played through the first two, both of them a couple times. I think I usually go
Tally to get on the dreadnought schematics.
light side.
If you can point me at another docking tube, I'll override the controls and let the boarding party on.
Who's hot? Edie? Are you saying the robot's hot? Cool. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna call it a night here. It's almost 4 in the morning. Made good progress today. Look forward to hopefully getting peace between the Quarians and the Geth on Thursday. But tomorrow we got board game, video game. Oh, the Blind Sith. Oh yeah, I can see that. Good to know your, thank you for revealing your romance options for all these BioWare RPGs, Kagura. It's good to know. It's good to know. But yes, I will see you guys later. Thank you for stopping by and hanging with me. It was good talking to you. And I will see you soon. Alright. Bye-bye.